You're listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Top of the morning, what's the word, cuz?
Yeah, top of the morning, man. You know, man, another day, late nights, early mornings, man.
Late nights, early mornings. Well, it's the Grindtime Podcast. I am your host, Baldhead. This is DB. We are the Grindtime Sports Team. On this Tuesday morning, after a good night of NBA basketball. Yeah, we had a couple of pretty good games last night. We had the Knicks and the Pacers face off in game 1 last night, and we had game 2 of the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. That took place last night. T-Wolves already up 1 game over the Nuggets. I don't know what Denver's doing, man. Maybe they sleepwalking or something. But something's not right in Denver right now. Looks like a little bit of panicking going on from the Joker and company. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of panic going on with the Joker and company right now in the NBA. Kind of look like Anthony Edwards and them got their number, DB. You see that game last night? What you think about it?
Oh, yeah, I most definitely saw it. And I think they got their number. I told you they had their number. Hey, I said it's going to be a sweep. 4-0, baby, out the door. No Lil Joe.
No Lil Joe, 4-0, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, the first game we're going to start off with, though, is game 1, round 1 of the Pacers and the Knicks. The Pacers flew out, obviously, to New York to take on the New York Knicks yesterday in game 1 of round 2 of the finals. Round 2 of the semifinals of the Pacers versus the Knicks. The Pacers actually played a pretty good game versus the Knicks last night. The Knicks had a monster fourth quarter, man. They scored almost 40 points in the fourth last night in order to get that victory over the Pacers. It actually looked like the Pacers was going to pull it off. Miles Turner was playing exceptional last night. It's just the whole thing with the Pacers to me right now is what's going on with Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know, man. His game has taken a bit of a back seat. His game's taken a bit of a back seat to, what he was doing earlier in the season. Earlier in the season, Tyrese Halliburton was playing like one of the best point guards in the league. when he played all the way up into that in-season tournament when they faced off against the Lakers. They lost that game against the Lakers. But at that time, the Pacers were playing exceptionally well. Tyrese Halliburton takes a bit of an injury. I forget what the injury was. I just know that the injury had him sidelined for a little while. Took a little bit for him to get back in gear. But once he did get back in gear, I don't know, it's been a little bit of a different Tyrese Halliburton, man. And the Pacers were, the way that they were playing earlier in the season, especially going into the in-season tournament, they were my pick to come out of the Eastern Conference, despite the fact that the Boston Celtics were playing as good as they were. And it's a little bit of my fandom. I'm a Pacers fan, so because Midwest, I'm a Midwest teams fan. I like the Pacers, I like the Cavs, I like the Timberwolves, I like everybody in our region. But Tyrese Halliburton hasn't been, just scoring and dominating the way that he was dominating earlier in the season. Miles Turner ended up being a leading scorer for the Pacers last night. Miles Turner was the leading scorer for the Pacers, and obviously Jalen Brunson. He's missed the 40 points, man. That's probably going to be my new nickname for Jalen Brunson, is Mr. 40 points, because he seemed to put up them 40-point games every day. Every time I see him play, every time I look at a stat line, it's another 40 next to his name. I'm starting to think that's his jersey number. Yeah, 40 right there, so much. Pascal Siakam last night for the Pacers, 19 points, 23 points. Like I said, they were led by Miles Turner. Tyrese Halliburton just not scoring well enough. I don't know if his confidence is down or what. But 6 points, 8 assists, obviously pretty good in the assist category. But 6 points isn't going to do it. It's just not going to do it at all, man. Tyrese Halliburton is going to have to do something different, man. Bring something different to the table. TJ McConnell off the bench did pretty good. That's one of the workhorses on the Indiana Pacers that is very underestimated, is TJ McConnell. But he had a pretty good game last night, too, off the bench with 18 points, 3 assists. He got 11 points from Nembhard. He missed a couple of big shots in that fourth quarter. Obi Toppin chipped in with 12 points as well, man. Obi was running the floor pretty good last night for the Knicks, man. For the Pacers. Kind of helped them get off to the lead that they had against the Knicks. I actually was under the impression that the Pacers might steal game one in the same fashion that Minnesota took it from the Denver Nuggets. But I don't know, it was something in Jalen Brunson's eyes. I saw him a little bit frustrated in the fourth quarter a couple of times, and eventually he just kind of came on around the corner with it and laid it on them boys, man. Helped Knicks score 39 points in the fourth quarter and steal that what seemed to be a victory away from the Pacers last night. And man, you got to just take your hat off to the New York Knicks. I mean, they had a pretty good round one performance. And now to come into round two still, I mean, obviously they're at home, Madison Square, so I expect people to play good when they're at home, young teams like the Knicks, because teams like the Knicks, when they're at home and they're young players, they just kind of have that competitive advantage to me when they're at home playing. DB, did you see that game last night between the Knicks and the Pacers? And if so, what did you think about it?
Well, I knew it was going to be. I caught some of it, but I knew it was going to be a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty high-scoring game. It came down to what I thought it was going to be, because sometimes the Pacers' lack of defense is not always there. But I knew it was going to be a high-scoring game because that's what they do. No matter what, because everybody scores, they all can score. Everybody can score the ball, which gives it a high-scoring game because everybody gets to touch the ball. So I knew it was going to be one of those type of games.
Yeah, I agree. On both of them teams, they got pretty good scores from Siakam, Nembhard. Miles Turner was the leading scorer last night. Then the Knicks, like you said, they got DaVincio, they got Brunson, they got Josh Hart. You're right. A lot of double-digit scores on both sides of the ball, which usually does equal to a high-scoring game.
Yeah, and it was this was a very high-scoring game, man. Like I said, it's not really so much of a defense thing almost. Well, not almost. It's never really a defensive thing. Like I said, it's really mostly an offensive game, because a good defensive game, the numbers is not going to be as high. like that. So,
Right.
and we seen other games that they had lower numbers, but that was still close. You know, and with the Knicks, like with the 76ers, you know, they had some pretty good games. All them games that they played, they wasn't high numbers, but they wasn't so much in the high hundreds like that. But yeah, it was good, man, and everybody, like I say, with the Pacers, got the pen, touch the ball, and
Pacers was winning the game most of the game, all the way up until the beginning of the fourth quarter. They had a decent lead, man, but the Knicks dropped almost 40 points in the fourth quarter. They scored 39.
And it's crazy, man, because you got Bronson giving you that signature 40 points he do.
I said that. I just said that. I'm starting to think his jersey number 40 is 40 by his name so much, man. I thought maybe that was his jersey number or something.
Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. The way this dude just dropping these numbers, these 40, he drop on 40 like it's nothing, man.
Yeah, like it's nothing, man. Yeah, I agree, man. I expect the Pacers to win this series. They played good last night. Halliburton had 6 points, man. That's the problem, man. Like I said, Halliburton, he just off and on. He hot and cold right now. But I expect the Pacers to win it. But let's just say the Knicks do pull this series off. Jalen Brunson scoring like that, man. Whether it's Boston or Cleveland in the next round, they're going to have some Brunson problems, bro. Because he don't seem like he letting up on this 40-point thing he on no time soon.
He not. He addicted to it. He addicted to that 40. He addicted to the 40, baby. Hey, and another thing, hey.
I don't think I ever seen somebody score so many 40s this early in the playoffs, because he had about 4 or 5 of them.
Man, it is crazy, man. And another thing, man, if they don't be careful, it may be a sweep, man.
What?
Yeah, y'all still got your boys.
They don't got enough firepower, bro. DB, we been there. To beat Indiana in Indy, I don't see it, man.
You be surprised. Well, listen, they need 2. They need 2 at home. Go back there.
Indy? Huh? They still got one more in New York. They can still get one in New York. So
yeah, they still get one in New York. But like you say, role players don't play the same when they ain't at home.
That's true, but did you see that they almost pulled it off? See, that's what I'm saying. That's how I know it's not going to be a sweep, because Knicks got young role players too. When they get to Indy, they're not going to show up like they did last night. Jalen going to have 40, but what about everybody else?
You think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep?
It could be a gentleman's sweep. It could be, but yeah, I do. But I'm talking about on the Pacers side, though. Yeah, I'm talking about from the Pacers side, bro. Yeah. Like they already on the way to being a gentleman sweep. They lost one. If they win 4 in a row, then they gentleman swept them. That's pretty much how it go. Or vice versa. The Knicks could do the same thing, win a couple more, lose one, and then win. Then they play gentleman swept.
You right, because it's still early. You right.
It's still early, bro. It's game 1.
Anything can happen, but you know, that second game happened, bro. And they fall. They fall to the Bronson 40.
Yeah, it could be curtains, man. Clearly, Jalen Brunson outplayed the hell out of Tyrese Halliburton last night. It ain't even close. Halliburton had 6 points, and he let somebody drop 41 on him, and he thought his team was going to win. Nah, bro. Not happening, man.
I know Indiana mad at him, boy.
Yeah.
All them Halliburton jerseys walking around there.
Well,
boy.
Well, you know, he was that boy. He was the boy at first, man. He had that injury, and you know, I've been saying it since he came back from the injury. He just haven't looked the same, man. He haven't. I don't know, man. Maybe it's gonna take going into the summer and training and getting back. But for some reason, his confidence looked a little bit shaken when it come to scoring. I mean, it was a couple of times last night he had wide open threes. He wouldn't pull the trigger. You know, he got that funny looking shot. But normally I'm used to him just pulling it and it dropping. And not so much last night, man. They lose that game in New York, game 1 to the Knicks.
You say he's scared to lose the money, huh?
Something going on, man. I don't know. Something got him a little shook out there. But then we also had Anthony Edwards still out in Denver. I doubt they left. That's a long flight. They probably just stayed for a couple of days. Went on, got the game 2. Came back out, did what he do, baby. The Timberwolves dominant fashion last night over the Nuggets. I didn't even know I could say that, man. Dominant over the Nuggets.
You heard me.
Oh yeah, man.
Dog,
sound like a Laker might have been up in the bleachers rooting for the Timberwolves yesterday.
Straight up, man. Hey, I was most definitely rooting for him.
Right. Yeah, well, last night, man, Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, both dropped 27 points. Alexander and Naz Reid both had 14 points. That's what I mean. The Timberwolves got some elite scoring at the top of their roster, man. And then, obviously, last night, they actually got that win over them without Rudy Gobert. Because the problem for Joker isn't just Rudy Gobert. It's Rudy Gobert, it's Cat, it's Naz Reid, it's Alexander Walker. They have a lot of guys out there that are big enough to front the Joker and force him into a jump shooting game, or force him just to making more moves down in the paint. Because he was still trying to score in the paint last night, DB. But what was happening to him, I've never seen him have to make so many moves to get his bucket. You know what I mean? He have to, a bunch of fakes, a bunch of up fakes to try to get the defender dislodged. And I don't know, man. Clearly the coach philosophy is working. Nobody's jumping. They're just standing in front of him and keeping their hands up, and they're making the Joker a jump shooter over them. What you think about that game last night, DB? You think the Nuggets got a chance to come back?
Nah, I don't think they got a chance, man. With that type of energy and how them boys running, how them dogs running them boys about the stadium.
Yes.
And who let the dogs out, baby?
Ooh.
They that's right.
Yeah.
Somebody got some explaining to do. You hear me?
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you who got some explaining to do, Mr. Murray, man. Mr. Murray. Right. Jamal Murray, they don't need you for rebounds, bro. 13 rebounds, I'm sure it helped, but might want to help a little bit more on that point side, bro. 8 points ain't going to do it. Not when the Joker only scoring 16. Aaron Gordon, 20 points. Oh, that's a recipe for a sweep right there.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about it. And not only that, Porter Jr., 9 points.
9 points from Porter. Yeah, them wings got that boy locked down, man. You think one of them boys work for the police department out there in Denver?
I'm trying to tell you, that's what it's looking like, man.
Locking them up.
And on top of that, Murray, 8 points, 3 for 18. What?
Lock. I saw it, DB, locking him down. Like, they not letting Mike Conley just stay over there on Murray, man. When that defense, boy, one of them bigs is getting on Murray. One of them big wings. And then, obviously, you got the two bigs down there for Joker. Bro, they giving them fits right now.
Like my old Latin friend say, she's a beauty.
She's a beauty, huh?
Yeah, she's a beauty.
And obviously. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, yeah, and Ant-Man with the 27 and 7, 2 points in 37 minutes. He's just like he can't be stopped. He's the confidence of the Timberwolves. They all feed off of him. Man, I just hope bro don't stub his toe or roll his ankle, man, because I can see that team going down without Anthony Edwards on that court. But as long as he's out there, I think I'm looking at the NBA champions right now, man. And I said that coming into the playoffs, that the Wolves have a really good chance to make it to the finals or the conference finals. Now, the way that they dominating the Nuggets in them 2 games, I think I'm looking at the NBA champions. What you think?
I think I am too, and that's what I want to see. If I couldn't see my Lakers, I want the person to win it who said they're going to revenge my dog, LeBron James.
Yeah.
You hear me? I want these brought that young dog out there to do what he had to do to handle business and stand on business.
Standing on business.
And he talking, he walking, he backing it up. That's what I like to see. And that's what, guess what? I said, if I don't want to, if the Lakers don't win it, I want to see Minnesota win it. That's what I said. I said exactly the same. I said, I like Boston. I don't really care for Boston, but I like them. You know, Knicks, they cool, you know, but I want to see Minnesota do their thing. You know, I like that. You know, Rudy, he cool. You know, but the young boy right there, that young dog over there, man, that young alpha male right there, man, he leading the pack, man. He know where to meet at. He
leading the pack of wolves.
man, and they going to go eat, man.
They eating, bro. Them boys hungry, man. They feasting on the nuggets right now. They're like, that's what we eat, baby. We eat nuggets. Let's get it.
Nuggets, baby. You hear me? Barbecue sauce, no barbecue sauce. We eat
ain't
nuggets.
No barbecue for me, bro. Give me ranch.
Real, man.
Yeah, but they letting them boys have it, man. Yeah, man. Ant-Man, bro, looking good, man.
Oh, they was up by 40 in the
in
the second quarter.
Now, this one is starting to look like it could be a sweep. This is looking like it could be a sweep because of that. Because look, the way that they just dominated them in Denver, Denver's supposed to be impossible to win in. They won 2 games and they dominated the second game. You think them boys finna go to Minnesota and lay an egg? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. There's no way how. There's no way possible.
I don't think so either, bro. Yeah. So the Wolves took that one from the Nuggets, man. Took another game from them. Stole it, babe. I can't say stole it, man. They was busting their head early in that game.
Bro, they took it. They deboed and they give it to this mine.
Yeah, it's my house. Kicked over all the furniture.
And another thing I ain't like last night about them the refs over there in Denver. What a Tex at? Don't do that. Keep that same energy you had in game 1 when you taked up that young boy Ant-Man for just smiling and one of the guys face from Denver. Teched him up.
Teched him up for that?
Take them up.
And they didn't tech Mike Malone up for running up in the ref face like he was about to swing on him?
Bro, they didn't take Mike Malone up for that, bro. They didn't take up, not only, they didn't take up Murray for throwing a heat pack on the floor during the game. Murray was sitting on the sideline, threw a heat pack onto the basketball court, bro.
Whoa.
Yes, bro, while they was playing, bro, over there on their side, on their side. Like he tried to hurt, like you
tried to hurt somebody, try to roll somebody's ankle.
Yeah, why you ain't check him up?
Boys sore, man. They was just dominating, busting the Lakers up, and now they sore?
Yes, keep that same energy.
Keep that same energy, that's right.
You know what I mean? But they ain't taking them up. That's crazy to me, man. But hey, they gotta go anyway. They gotta get out the building. They gotta go.
They gotta go anyway. Yeah.
It's their house and they gotta get out.
Right. Came in there and put them out there on. Like, get out of here for a minute. Come back in about 15 minutes. I'll be finished. Right?
Yeah, I'll be finished.
Right. Well, Wolves take that game over the Nuggets game 2, man. I can't wait to see game 3 in Minnesota, which I would love to go to, but prior arrangements are preventing that right now. And then tonight, we have game 1 of round 2 of the Western Conference semis. The Mavericks will be going to OKC to take on the Thunder, DB. Who you got in game 1 of the Mavs versus the Thunder?
I'm going for the Mavs all day.
Going with the Mavericks?
The whole way.
Over the number 1 seed Thunder that just swept their first round opponents, the New Orleans Pelicans?
Over the number 1 seed who just swept a team who ain't had a main star. Yes. I'm going with the Mavs.
Okay. Well, the Mavs got the 2 bigger name stars. I ain't gonna say that they got the 2 better players, cause
not only that. No,
I mean, Luka and Shea is 1A and 1B. I can't really say who better.
Listen, not only the Mavs got 2 bigger names, but one of them got a ring, baby. One of them got a ring. He played with the GOAT.
It's true. So one of them got the experience over OKC, is what you're saying.
That's right. Them young boys. Yeah. Kyrie know what it takes. You heard me?
Yeah, but them young boys led their team to the number 1 record in the West, the hardest conference.
Man, I don't know how they pulled that off, man. I'm still confused, bro. I'm still confused.
Well, I'm sure they beat they play mostly Western Conference teams. So that's how they did it. They beat the West. They beat them up.
Yeah, they had some good runs, man. I think they were catching everybody while they was down and now regenerating, coming back in. Whatever. You know, ain't gonna never get a whole 100% props to them, but nah. Maybe
if they sweep the Mavericks, you will though.
Hey, if they sweep the Mavericks, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit for them. I'm turning up a little bit. I'm gonna put some respect on their name.
Because you want to know, I'm gonna be honest. I think, let's just say, Western Conference Finals was the OKC Thunder versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now the Timberwolves have a problem on their hand. Now the Wolves have a problem on their hand. Oh yeah.
I don't. No sir.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
sir. They still too little. No
Shea
sir.
versus Ant-Man. It don't matter size though, because OKC doesn't play an inside-out basketball game. They're a perimeter-oriented team with 2 slashes in Jay Will and Shea Gill. That's what I'm saying. See, the game will be different from what Denver is putting on display in front of Minnesota. Yes. OKC has a much better chance against Minnesota than Denver.
Yes, guess what? Slashes don't mean nothing. You still gotta come down there and see Big Rudy at that hole.
Yeah.
You gotta come back. Yeah.
But on a guy like Shea, Rudy only really gonna hold down in the paint a big man. He can deter smaller players like Shea Gill and Jay Will, but he's not gonna stop them because they're gonna make their way to the paint. DB.
Hey, look, that's all you need. It's for him to deter them. Because guess what? You going up there, you gonna think about it twice. And not only that, let's not forget you still got the opponent that's in front of you. You still got him.
How you know Rudy won't be out there guarding Chet? Chet gonna be wide open. If Rudy's down in the paint, Chet is the 5.
You still got Cat. You still got Naj Reid. You still, you know what I'm saying? They still got length out there. They still do what they want to do out there.
Okay, but if Chet is out there and Nas or Nas or Cat, and if Chet is out on the perimeter, Nas or Cat is guarding him, then who is Rudy guarding? Then there's a disadvantage down there with Rudy because he don't have a big man on him. He got a smaller person that is probably way more agile than him and could get around him or pick up easy, cheap fouls on him.
You still got other players. I heard what you were saying before spreading the flow. But you still got other players. You ain't necessarily got to go with Big Rudy out there. But guess what? You still got they still got 3 and Ds. They got wing players with length put out there. So you know what I mean? And then let's not forget they still got Conley. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to worry about. They got to worry about more than just Cat and Ant. You know what I mean? Like you got Conley, you got all them boys, and they gonna come. They gonna do their thing. I think they're much more aggressive than OKC and
Minnesota.
And you know, and they got. I think they got the edge of OKC.
And I think so too. But the thing I can't disrespect is OKC's the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, which is the hardest conference, and they just swept their first round opponents. You can say, okay, well, they had the easiest opponents in the first round. They did, but they earned the easiest opponents because they had the best record in the West, meaning they beat up on everybody in the West more than anybody else this year. Now, I know the playoffs are a different animal, but I still can't just disrespect the team that came in as the number 1 seed. Same way I can't do it in the East with Boston. And they playing my Cavs right now, which we're about to talk about now. The Cavs and the Celtics actually play tonight too, DB. Who you got in game 1 of that series?
I'm going for the Celtics. I'm going for Jason Tatum.
Me too. And if Jason Tatum and the Minnesota Timberwolves were to meet in the NBA Finals, I love the Wolves, but I couldn't root for them at that point. I gotta go for the crib. Oh yes, brother. I gotta go for the crib, bro. It's St. Louis all day. Jason Tatum bringing that one back to the Lou, bro. Straight up. If he get there.
If he get there, I feel you, man. It's once again, I disagree. But you know, hey, but you know, what do I know? Right? You know,
I don't know if Ant-Man and them got nothing for JB and JT, bro. It's just a little too much. And then they got Drew Holiday out there. That's a lockdown defender for the most part.
Who he sticking?
He gonna stick Ant-Man.
Man, he can't stick no Ant-Man.
Well, he's a good enough defender to stay in front of Ant-Man, and hopefully he can get some reinforcements underneath the basket at the paint. Obviously, Ant-Man gonna run around him, but Drew Holiday is a good defender for Ant-Man. And then let's not act like JB don't know how to sit down in the chair once in a while. He do.
Man, I feel you. I mean, it'll be a good game, but bro, man, listen, the way Minnesota throwing them signs out there, don't nobody. They throwing us. You don't want to mess with us. You don't want to come over here. We hungry dogs, man. Anybody we see, we taking a package. We running through them. We devouring them.
And man, say I'm killing everything in front of me right now.
I'm killing that. That's a leprechaun. Boston got a little leprechaun right there.
Leprechaun versus a wolf, huh?
They gonna take him to beat.
Well, you know them leprechauns got like little magic tricks and stuff that they can do, man. Maybe throw some pot of gold coins on the floor and trip the wolf up, man. Bust the back of his head. You never know.
Bust the back of his head.
Yeah.
We gonna see. Yeah. We gonna see.
We gonna see, man. But for right now, they gotta worry about my guy, Donovan Mitchell, that just dropped a 50 burger and a 40 in the game 7 to get his Cavaliers to this round versus the Celtics. My pick, I'm gonna say the Cavaliers. It is just because it's my team. I gotta go against my boy JT in this series only. This is the only one I'll be going against him in because it's my team. I gotta ride with my squad. I gotta ride with my guy Donovan.
I feel you. You know what? I ride with Donovan if he goes to the Lakers.
If Donovan go to the Lakers, you got to get Bron off the Lakers because Donovan need the ball in his hand. And when Donovan gets there, he will be the best player on the team. Let's just keep it at that.
I knew you was going to say something like that.
Oh, it's the truth. Of course you knew I was going to say the truth, little cuz. You know me. Okay, man. And then last night, man, out in Las Vegas, Tank Davis is in Vegas right now to promote his fight on June the 15th with Frank Martin, both undefeated fighters. For Tank's, I believe it's 135 pound title. And he ended up at a club last night, DB. And guess who was at the club? Because he lives in Las Vegas. Devin Haney lives out there. So Devin Haney ended up being in the club for whatever reason, though. He didn't go to the press conference. I thought that was weird. He's in Vegas. Somebody in your weight division who you could possibly fight. 2 people, actually, Frank Martin and Tank, who you could possibly fight, and you're not at the press conference. But I don't know. Maybe he's still kind of coming on around from what happened to him with Ryan and everything. But then I see the footage, the video footage outside of the club where Devin's getting out of the car, and it's a whole entourage around Devin. Like, you can clearly see that these are Devin's people because they all facing Tank. And Tank is trying to get to Devin, man. Like, he trying to get to him, like he want to fight him, man. And I'm looking like, bro, you fight for millions of dollars. You want to have a street fight with this man? I don't understand what's going on, man. What's going on with boxing right now, DB? Why these guys so emotional?
Hey, man, it's that time of the year, man. It's something in the air, man. And not only that, you see your boy. What your boy do? He got back in the car. He put his head down. He got back in the car. Hey.
My guy taking L's right now, man. I can't help but think he taking L's.
He need a therapist. He needs some counseling. He needs somebody to talk to. He needs his daddy.
His daddy was there.
But he really don't need a therapist.
His daddy was right outside the car, standing there. So I don't know, man. When my guy taking L's, the energy that I'm an energy dude. I said this. Looking at him, looking at his response to it all, I just ain't happy about the footage, man. It didn't look good. He was getting back in the car. Now look, man, Devin Haney is a millionaire. He gets paid to fight. Ain't nobody fighting in the streets, bro. So I get that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I get that part. In my opinion, he's right. Man, I'm getting in my car, to hell with what you talking about. But he gotta know the optics of everything right now. He gotta know that if somebody's filming that and you doing that, it ain't gonna look good in the eye of public opinion.
It's not. It ain't gonna look good in the eye of opinion, man. And you gotta say something at least, man. Say something for the camera or something.
Well, he said a couple things.
He said it real softly.
He did.
And sat back. And like, you know what, man? I'm tired of this, man. Shame on you, Ryan.
Yeah, shame on you for cheating me. Shame on you for cheating me and making these guys think that I'm some cupcake. Because Devin Haney ain't no cupcake, man. And Tank don't want that work. It's awfully funny he really on this now after Devin loses his fight. Because he didn't have this type of energy for Devin before that loss.
Tank don't want that work when the fact of the matter is we know that your boy Devin Haney can't even take a punch.
Yeah, from a steroid user, you can't take it either.
We know Tank hit hard, though.
He does.
Tank hit that boy, you gonna thought they gonna have to stop the fight and drug test him right there on the spot. Instantly. Hey, come on. Let's paint this cup. You hit him too hard.
Devin ain't got the boxing industry on lock like that, man. Ain't nobody caping for Devin to that point, man. He hit him, he knocked him out. It just is what it is. I don't think Tank on no roids or no performance enhancers at all, because they'd have been popped him. They can't wait to get him for something like that.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna hit him so hard because he hit hard already. He gonna think it. He gonna think it. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I just think, man, that that's the. I like to see
that stuff last night was the power of the internet. The internet has done this.
That's right. And guess what? It's gonna blow it up to something, and we don't know when we gonna see that fight, but it's gonna take a minute for him to recover. I'm gonna be honest. With what you just said, I don't think we should see that fight no time soon. I don't want to see it before next year. Let's just say that. I don't think he should take a fight like that this year after what happened to him. Because listen, man, and I'm not saying it from a perspective of saying Devin is lesser than. No, bro. Devin got cheated in a fight, and he got beat up really bad in that fight based on how dude was able to perform against him because of what he was on. Bro, you need time to recover from something like that. That's just real. Even when you fought a fair fight and you take a real bad whooping, bro, you got to recover. Your confidence has to come back and all of that. Because he got cheated out of his, just with the L, because he didn't lose the belts, because the belts wasn't even on the line, because dude wasn't even at the right weight. But he got cheated out of his fight, man. And just, knowing that you got cheated by somebody helps him kind of recover. I think it kind of helps him go, well, okay, I didn't lose a fair fight to him like that. So it kind of helps him keep some of his confidence. But still, you need some time to recover. Don't just go out here on some ego stuff because the internet want to see it tomorrow and fight Tank Davis. He not ready for that. Yeah. Like you say, it's psychological needed. It is psychological shake back.
He do.
You know what I'm saying? As well as some more training. So I agree.
Well, as some more training. Yeah, I agree with that too. Because the boy head wasn't moving that night, man. It wasn't moving at all.
So he should have been bobbing and weaving.
Something, man. I didn't see enough head movement, man. I saw too many punches to the face, and usually guys get their neck activated after that. He didn't for whatever reason, man. That night ended up bad, man. But we'll see that Tank Davis and Devin Haney fight in the future, I'm sure, man, because it's a lot of anticipation around it for sure, man. Yep. And that's our show for today, DB. What you got for the rest of the day, cuz?
Well, man, I'm gonna get out, man. It's grind time, man. We gonna go out and do what I gotta do, man. Get some of this money, man. Keep it rolling, man. Yeah. I see you at the extra topic down there. We ain't gonna discuss the extra topic. Or we gonna leave
extra topics. That's if we had extra topics, because we didn't have 6 full ones today. So extra topics. Okay. Well, you tell me what you got.
Well, I know I wanted to say something about that battle, because it's a versus. We talk about a lot of versing around here. So
you talking about the biggest battle that's going on right now?
Biggest battle that's going on right now.
Man. The Drake versus Kendrick battle. I don't know, man. I mean, what round we on right now? Like round 4? Round 5? Okay, if we on round 5, and so 4 rounds have taken place, how have you scored the rounds? What you got?
Man, I
because if the first 2 songs are like that, and then Drake's response push-ups, who won that one?
Man, that's so hard, man. I really
that one is hard.
And then like that was he really snapped on when he initiated.
Like that was the first punch. Like Drake didn't know it was a fight until he got stolen his jaw. With like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like that for me. So I got like that one. Push-ups is good, man. It really is. It really is good. But to be in comparing Kendrick versus Drake, Push-ups was more than about Kendrick. It was about a lot. It actually was more about other people than it was about Kendrick. It was only a little bit in Push-ups about Kendrick.
Yeah. He went out to some of everybody with that one, man. It was 20v1 at that point.
20v1.
20v1 at that point.
Well, wait a minute. Who was the one?
Drake.
How can you be a one and people are writing the lyrics for you? Like what is it, like a 20v Thanos? Like
well,
like a bunch of people that come together is one? Like what's the one?
Well, Drake is the Thanos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In this case, you know what I mean?
He is because he has multiple parts that make him up. You're right.
Well, my bad. You right. My bad. I take that back. I take that back. Yeah, we gonna look at it like that. And then,
okay.
You
like that. I like that. I like that reference. How you drop that song in there. We ain't gonna look at that like that. That's right.
No, yeah. But man, the fact that everybody trying to destroy him, man, and he holding it, he gonna stay. I think he gonna come out shining after this, man. I think it's pretty big, man. But to answer your question, I'm gonna go. It's so hard. I'm gonna give it a tie. I'm gonna give it a tie.
So you're gonna say like that and Push-ups is a tie. I can respect that because of how good, respectively, Push-ups was because of that. Yeah. And then he came with the tailor-made freestyle after that had the Tupac and Snoop Dogg samples on it. That one was a dud for me, DB. What about you?
Yeah. No, I agree. I get that one to Kendrick. I give it to Kendrick.
And then we have Family Matters and Meet the Grams drop, literally simultaneously, literally streaming numbers, YouTube numbers exactly the same. Who won?
Well, I would say I'm gonna give it to Drake because when he threw that out there, it was kind of like a strategy thing for as feeding them misleading information to get him to rap about it. That like he said, you dropping tea that ain't even it ain't make sure it's the right tea. It ain't right. And we dropped it, we laid it, we sent it out there for you, and you ate it up. So
yeah, but we found that information out in the next round. On the last song that he dropped, he went ahead and responded and said that some of the things in Meet the Grams wasn't true. But factuality in songs aside, I'm just comparing the songs. Meet the Grams versus Family Matters. Man, Meet the Grams has got it's. You know what? I'm gonna say Drake got that one. I'm gonna say on Meet the Grams and Family Matters, replay value for sure. I'm gonna replay the Drake. I ain't really gonna replay Meet the Grams too much. Although Meet the Grams is clever as hell. He talking to Mom. He talking to Son. He talking to Adonis. He's talking to Drake. He talking to Drake. Bro, that song was clever as hell, bro.
It was.
Yeah,
man, it was.
But it don't got that slap that Family Matters got. I gotta keep it 1,000.
Yeah, I agree, man. And man, right now, I think they're right neck to neck. All honestly, I think it's a neck to neck thing right now, man. I think this is a thing to where neither one could possibly end the next one. So
you don't feel like. Yeah, but see, it was another round. Okay, so I can see them first two rounds. Kendrick won and then Drake won. But then Not Like Us dropped, man. And I'm gonna say Not Like Us is a knockdown. That's a knockdown. That's a 10-8 round. I'm gonna say Kendrick got a knockdown with that one. Yeah, that's how I feel. Not Like Us, bro. They started doing TikTok videos and dancing all over the country to the song.
No, you're right.
It wasn't out for 24 hours, and that was happening all around the country. That was a knockdown to me, DB.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. They was all around the country with that one. I like the little song too. It got a nice little beat to it. Nice little thumb to it.
They not like us. They not like us. Come on, that's hard, boy.
yeah. You know, So like I say, I like the song. I give it to him.
Mustard killed that beat, bro.
Yeah, I give it to him. I liked it too. I like that one. And then I pretty much, Drake came back. He dropped, and because I don't.
He dropped what, DB? What did he drop after Not Like Us?
Don't quote me. I can't. Quite.
But let me tell you why. Because it didn't slap like Not Like Us. If it was like Not Like Us, you would immediately said it. Then Drake came with, like you said, push-ups. You knew push-ups, and push-ups came first. The one you're talking about now is the last one he dropped when he was actually saying that he was feeding them misinformation and all of that. But to me, that was the rebuttal from Drake because he knew that Not Like Us was slapping, baby. He knew it.
It was laughing, huh?
And the West Coast, bro, you got to give the West Coast props for standing behind their guy, man. They riding with Kendrick to the end, man. They talking about Drake better not come to Oakland and all of that. Not that I'm with all of that, but I'm just showing you how guys riding for their guys, man. I respect the battle, but I don't want to see nothing crazy happen.
Man, they you know what though? They not man, Drake a worldwide mogulist. Man, they not stopping this man from going on where he doing getting his money, man.
But that ain't what it's about. It's just a battle, bro.
It's just a battle. That's what I'm saying. That ain't what it's about. So I think, man, at the end of the day, I think Drake will continue to get his money, and I think Kendrick gonna go back to dropping his album or his one hit every 4 years.
That's what he do. I don't know though, man. He didn't drop like 3 this week.
He did.
Drake got him in the kitchen right now, baby.
It's about that time, though. The timing about right. The timing, it's about right. So I can see it. I can see it.
So he was ready, huh? So he been writing them raps for about 3 years. It's about time he started laying them down.
Yeah. It's about time. But he did drop that 616 and that Euphoria. But
he killing them, bro. He killing them.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's killing them, DB. He killing them. He got your boy scrambling, if you ask me. But at this point, man, I think Drake should just gracefully bow out, bro. He's already lost that battle with Kendrick. You got to know how to just take what you got left and go on home. He's still gonna be Drake. He's still gonna sell out arenas and be a worldwide superstar. I mean, just go and get over it. You lost the battle, bro.
He's still gonna sing "Woulda Came Back for You." You heard me?
Exactly. Tell him go. That's what Kendrick said. He said, "I like singing Drake, man, not this gangster guy." Kendrick had to put that work on that boy, man, just to put him back in his place, man. But me, I got Kendrick up by 2 points. I got him up by 2 rounds, honestly.
Okay, I give it to him by 1.
You say Kendrick got it by 1 right now. Yeah. But it's Drake's turn. It's on him to respond. It's his turn next, so.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it is. It's Drake's. Well, Drake just responded, so it's Kendrick's turn.
Oh yeah, it's Kendrick's turn. But that response from Drake just didn't trump Not Like Us. Not Like Us came out first. Drake responded, and you don't even know the name of Drake's response. That's how much it was a dud. It was like he shot a 22 back at him.
Well, I didn't even, I liked it so much. I mean, I was so eager to hear what Drake had to say. I just went and looked it up immediately. I just went and looked it up, and it popped up. It was right there for us.
The last one he did, he Drake.
And I just pressed play. I just pressed play on it. I didn't even try to get a name of it or nothing. I just wanted to hear what he had to say. I've been waiting. I was waiting. Like, what's up, Drake?
Yeah, but don't play no copyrighted music on this channel, man. We the Grindtime channel, man.
No, we the Grindtime.
And we don't play that, man. We do things right around here, baby. Grindtime Entertainment.
You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Baldhead. This is DB. We signing off for today, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB.